A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. All right, let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steals numbers for Dyson Daniels.
Yeah, steals are such a misleading stat sometimes. You can get 3 or 4 steals in a game, but then go 10 games without one. Steals feel streaky, like they just come in bunches. But for whatever reason, he's just not going on those steal streaks as often, and the numbers show it.
A look at Indiana's starting group. They've got Quentin Grimes. Ivica Zubac's out there with Jackson. Then there's Jarris Walker. And it's Halliburton in at the 1 spot. And for Orlando, they've got De'Aaron Fox. And it's Howard in at the small forward. A good chunk of the season has passed us now, Greg. I'd imagine the wear and tear is adding up for some players.
Yeah, it varies from guy to guy. You know, vets are usually dealing with something just from playing so many years. But, B.A., the rookies, they're learning now what it takes to be in NBA condition.
Well, you see Quentin Grimes navigate to that coveted corner, and he makes it look easy.
Indiana shooting their first foul shot of the night.
That's some bullshit.
What's up?
Well, Quentin Grimes remains a young player who is defense first. He can be a lockdown guy, and he's just continuing to build confidence offensively.
Now here's Fox. George feels it out a bit. Now here's Grimes. Not a lot of room. Jackson finds Halliburton. Back to Jackson. To the inside. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Fox the pass to Daniels. And we're about a minute into the first. Back to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to put one up here.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. It's Walker on the wing, guarded by Howard. Jackson against George. Grimes, the pass to Jackson. The 3 ball beyond the arc. Rebounded by Fox. And Fox has got the ball here for the Magic. 4-point game. Daniels outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Orlando shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And he can't get the first one. And the Pacers are aptly named, Doris. They are looking to get out and run.
Oh, B.A., this is a fun basketball style to watch. Very up-tempo, pass first, a lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement. They have the depth to wear out their opponent. And if you listen to the guys who play against them, what they admire most is their consistent commitment to this identity. They are locked in on who they are and how they win.
Fox finds Daniels. It's George on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Daniels misses.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Outside Grimes. For 3. Kept alive by Indiana. Jackson gets the bucket.
And just a forceful play by Jackson, clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's a look at the best free throw shooting teams from the stripe this year. 5th on the list, Indiana.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Fox with the ball, defended by Halliburton. And that one's good.
I love watching Fox distribute the ball, knowing it's part of his role to involve his teammates.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and Coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Fox. After Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. Daniels. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists tonight. Halliburton outside. Pass to Jackson. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 7. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Yeah, they eat that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty. They were lucky to come away with the win.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Zubac with a screen on Fox. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Now, this is just pick-and-roll action at its finest. The big man sets a solid screen, rolls to the cup, leaves no doubt.
Fox surveying the D. Takes it inside. Count that one.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Halliburton, the pass to Zubac. Halliburton outside. Pass to Walker. The open shot, Halliburton. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Halliburton's got his 2nd basket of the game.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Daniels finds Fox. Back to Daniels. Launches the 3. He drops it from range. Daniels has got 7 points.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Halliburton, the pass to Jackson. Down low. Here's Walker. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I mean, you just have to deny Walker getting the ball in deep because he's way too strong to get off his spot without fouling.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Topic is checked in for Orlando. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Indiana leading by 8. Outside Grimes. Pass to Walker. 3-pointer. Orlando with a rebound. They went to Indianapolis for their last meeting with the Pacers. Came out with a victory.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Orlando shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the Pacers with possession here. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And here are the Pacers now. The Magic making their last shot.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
And here's Daniels. He had 28 points in the win against Utah. From deep, he connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
It's Grimes on the wing. And the three off target. Magic trail by 3. Here's Topic to the paint. Daniels outside. Picked by Misi. Pass to Topic. Orlando moving the ball around. Vassell can't get it to go. Haliburton up top. Covered by Daniels. Now here's Walker. Tight defense on him. Jackson can't get it to go. Orlando has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Vassell, a screen on Haliburton. Now here's Vassell. Topic for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Indiana leading by 3. Haliburton, the pass to Grimes. And here's Zubac, covered by Daniels. And here's Grimes. Pass to Haliburton. Shot clock at 5. The baseline J. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Haliburton's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. For Orlando, they've got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. On the wing, Vassell. Back to Daniels. There's the 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Now here's Haliburton. The D's right on him. A nice shot by Zubac.
This is where Zubac's most comfortable. Good work on the interior right there.
And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple years where we were saying traditional 5s are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. Plays to his strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame. What you love about Haliburton is in pick-and-roll action, he always knows where to put the pass to make it easy on his teammate.
Daniels outside, all alone, nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Changes for Indiana. Nesmith comes in for Walker, and Andrew Nembhard subbed in for Grimes. Indiana leading by 4. Haliburton, the pass to Jackson. Zubac with a screen on George. Jackson drawing the double team. Nembhard for 3. Orlando with the rebound. On the wing, Daniels. He's guarded by Nembhard. Puts it up. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. 5 to shoot. Haliburton outside. From downtown. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Haliburton. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Haliburton's got 9.
Another bucket. This guy just keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Here's Conan Niederhauser. On the wing, Daniels. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Nembhard, the steal. In transition, here they come. And here's Vassell from the arc. Pass to Fox. George, a screen on Nembhard. Daniels outside. The 3 is up. The Pacers pull it in. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Zubac with a screen on Daniels. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
You can see how comfortable Nembhard is operating in pick and roll action, just taking what's available.
Now here's Daniels. 23 points in the game. Shoots over Nembhard. It's been all about Jaren Jackson for Indiana. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. McConnell and Nembhard are in the backcourt. And it's Aaron Nesmith, and it's Lawson in at the 4 spot.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Magic trail by 3. They set the pick. Inside, kicks it to George. Jacks up a 3. Lawson with a rebound. Well, the Pacers shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Pass to Nembhard. Right side, Nesmith takes a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Aaron Nesmith had his feet ready, his hands were ready to catch the basketball, and as soon as it touches his fingertips, he lets it fly.
Now here's George. No points so far.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Nembhard, good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Daniels. Back to Fox. 5 on the clock. To the middle. And it's flushed down. Again.
Putting Fox into pick and roll action, always a good idea.
Pacers leading by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy. Your expectations are low, and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Ryan?
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. There's Nesmith with the 3. Rebounded by Daniels. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Orlando Magic. 4-point game. Pass to Howard. Now George. On the wing, Daniels lets it go from deep. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Daniels has got 5 points in the quarter. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Indiana with some changes. Walker, he's checked in for Slauson. Grimes comes in for Nesmith. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Nembhard, a screen on Daniels. Pass to Hall. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Nembhard for 3. Orlando with a rebound. Here's Fox. Fox makes his move inside and scores.
Can't lose sight of Fox or allow him to feel comfortable looking to score this close.
Nembhard outside. Back to Halliburton. Fires the three. Orlando with the rebound. Conan Niederhauser's got his 4th rebound in this one. Daniels. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Jarace Walker.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Orlando.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
Indiana making a switch here. Neesmith's checked in, and he ends up missing both free throws. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
And with this pause, let's take a look at the teams that have generated the most offense on the break this season. Second, Indiana.
Any chance this team gets to run, they take. A quick, athletic team on the break.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. To snap the cold streak. Rebounded by Conan Niederhauser.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Orlando making some changes. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for George. And Miles McBride subbed in for Daniels. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. And here are the Pacers now. They trail by 3. Pass to Halliburton. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
We're going to bring in Braden Burns.
The kick out to Walker. Fires from deep. No good there. Magic leading by 3. Walker with a steal. Nembhard outside.
Right there.
Pass to Jackson. 4 on the clock. Halliburton for 3. Drills it from deep. Halliburton's got 12 points.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Now here's Daniels. Still no points. To the paint. Here's Conan Niederhauser. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And it's turned out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll have some free throws coming up here. Orlando shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's Halliburton. Coming off a 22-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
There's a screen. Into the lane.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pacers trail by 3. It's Walker on the wing. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Grimes. Orlando grabs the miss.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
A nice shot by McBride.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Nembhard. Now here's Walker. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Conan Niederhauser. Conan Niederhauser's got his 7th rebound of the game in that last one.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
A nice shot by Grimes.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Nembhard with a steal. Now the Pacers on the move. Ripped down the breakaway slam.
Just a great job by Andrew Nembhard when to leak out and how to finish in the open floor.
Outside McBride. Daniels, the screen on Nembhard. Out to the wing. Outside McBride. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Conan Niederhauser. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Conan Niederhauser's got 9 points. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Conan Niederhauser. Conan Niederhauser's got 8 rebounds in the game.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
To the inside. Walker with a steal. Here we go. Here's Grimes. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, he's 6'5" with a strong frame. Mr. Grimes is not afraid of little contact, folks.
Indiana shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. Messi, he's checked in for Orlando. Devin Vassell comes in for Howard. And the Pacers also making a change. Zubats checked in. Orlando leading by 3. Outside McBride. To the right side. Corner shot. The rebound by Jackson.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Walker for 3. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Daniels outside. Vassell outside. Pass to Daniels. 6 to shoot. Back to Vassell. Puts up a 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, the three-point shot is an important part of Vassell's game and an important part of this offense.
Left side Walker. Back to Halliburton. 4-3. Messi grabs the board.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Messi. 17 points for him last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And he had 3 huge blocks, which had a psychological effect as much as anything.
Magic leading by 4. And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Jackson on the wing. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Stolen by Daniels.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's McBride. Off target from outside. Pacers trail by 6. Down low. And Zubats with the basket on the assist from Halliburton. Zubats has got 8.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Vassell passes to McBride. And here's Daniels. Shot is up. Pacers with a rebound. Jackson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Daniels against Walker. Jackson outside. Here's Grimes. Counted from distance. Now just a 1-point Magic lead.
Well, you talk about spacing the floor. This is exactly what you hope for from Quentin Grimes.
McBride on the wing from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Walker. The 3 is up. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 9th assist of the game now. Orlando has got 7 of their 16 3-point attempts to go in. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside McBride. 6 on the shot clock. Intercepted. Outside Grimes. And here's Zubac outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Indiana ahead. They lead by 2. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a really good team. We got to keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
Energy is something you can control. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. When you're on one of these teams looking ahead, what's your plan?
Oh, win them all. That's what happened when I played.
Yeah, you know, Ernie. Shaq was the only and the first undefeated basketball player in the history of NBA. He never lost one game. Come on, man, give me a break.
Yeah, big fella, that doesn't sound quite right. You might want to go back and check some of those stats, Coach. And how about we dig into that first half we just saw? The Pacers are in a close contest.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
Like I outwork you every day, Kenny. I'm just saying.
I outwork both of you, and it ain't even... That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Magic. We've got George, and it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Indiana leading. Outside Walker. Oh, George with a steal. Now here's Daniels, covered by Grimes. George passes to Fox. Here's Daniels. Off target from 3-point range. And for the Pacers, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Back to Halliburton. Outside Grimes. Tries it from the top of the key. Orlando with a rebound.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Fox, the pass to Howard. Now here's George. Three-pointer, Fox. That shot, no good.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
Halliburton on the wing. Inside, Halliburton gets it to fall.
When Tyrese Halliburton is looking to be aggressive as a scorer, it sets every other aspect of his game. He is cooking.
Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Magic trail by 4. Fox outside. George, a screen on Halliburton. Fires the three, and Daniels gets it to go on the assist by Fox. Daniels has got 31.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
Here's Jackson, and give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
Orlando has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Fox outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Halliburton. A rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Halliburton. The three. Howard grabs the miss. Walker against Daniels. Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Zubac passes to Halliburton. Outside Grimes. There's the triple. Oh, Halliburton deadly from deep.
And just one of those nights for Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Guys, back to you.
He spreads it around. Thank you very much for the report, Al. Daniels, that one's true.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Outside Walker. Launches it. Rebounded by Fox.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
George, a screen on Halliburton. Pass to Daniels. It's a one-on-one situation. All sorts of time. And Halliburton turning on the speed. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Indiana?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Back to Halliburton. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Grimes. Zubac, screen. Inside. 4 on the clock. And it's in there. Zubac has got 12 points in the game.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Daniels with it. He's got 36 points. Fox, the pass to Daniels. And Orlando tacks on 2 more.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. He's checked in for Orlando. Devin Vassell comes in for George. And a chance now for us to take a look at the point guard leaders in assists this season. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
And when you're a point guard, you always want to be in this position, leading the league in assists. You just know his teammates love playing with him.
And Misi comes to help. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, I'd keep it simple. Keep running plays for Triple J. He's been awesome tonight.
Pass to Howard. And here's Vassell. Now Daniels. They set a pick. Just 5 on the clock. Now Howard. 3-pointer. Indiana with a rebound. Jackson's got 8 rebounds in the game. Halliburton right side. Now Zubac. He's guarded by Misi. Here's Grimes. Sinks the tray. Grimes has got 14.
How about the quick trigger off the catch from Grimes? Nice.
Picked by Misi. Pass to Daniels. From behind the arc. Good! Another from 3.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Jackson. And he can't jam it through. Magic trail by 5. Here's Misi. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
And he's really got some speed. Vassell saw the hole and took off.
To the middle. Here's Jackson. No good. Unable to win this run.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Fox, the pass to Howard. Back to Fox. Here's the teardrop. And Daniels gets it to go on the assist by Fox. Fox has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Indiana has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Halliburton against Fox. Here's Daniels. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Halliburton for 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pass to Misi. Vassell outside. Over to the wing. And here's Fox. On the wing, Vassell. Clock at 6. Here's Daniels. Lets the 3 flop. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And the basket by Halliburton.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And Fox has got the ball here for Orlando. Picked by Misi. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. A moment here to see the numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
During these last 10 games, he's been a menace on the defensive end. Poking balls loose, jumping passing lanes. He's been all over the place and piling up the steals as a result.
Nesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. Walker finds Halliburton. Off the mark there with a 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Grimes with the ball. Fox picks him up. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Some changes for Indiana. Furphy's checked in for Walker. Nembhard comes in for Grimes. And it's McConnell in for Tyrese Halliburton. McConnell outside. Pass to Furphy. Here's Nembhard. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Nembhard's got 9.
Yeah, Andrew Nembhard, not a guy who's averse to those mid-range jump shots. That's what the defense gave him. That's what he took.
Here's Daniels. Good! That's another bucket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, this is something Nembhard's working hard to become consistent at, knocking down shots from distance.
Here's Daniels, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Daniels. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at the Pacers, at the midway point of the season, they're in 4th place in their respective conference. And check it out, Orlando. Well, record-wise, not even in the same conversation.
Checking out Indiana, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
McBride on the wing. He's guarded by Nembhard. McBride passes to George. Here's Conan Niederhauser. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Murphy, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
This guy's such an excellent passer. You want the ball in Nembhard's hands, letting him make decisions.
Here's Topic, defended by Halliburton, and he dunks it down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Indiana closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Then it's Nesmith, and it's Hall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Indiana leading by 5. Shoots. It's hauled in by the Magic. Conan Niederhauser's got rebound number 11. Daniels against Halliburton. The rebound by Hall. Halliburton surveys the floor. Hall passes to Nesmith. Nesmith on the wing. Here's Murphy. And Indiana misses again. Orlando shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Pass to Conan Niederhauser. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
There's a screen to the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for the Pacers, Andrew Nembhard. 2 shots.
That's good from Nembhard.
Well, we can talk about the basketball skill of Andrew Nembhard, and what you love is he is a guy that can lead your team as a point guard. He can get off the ball and play without it, but he's also got competitive toughness every single night.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Howard's checked in for Daniels. Daniels comes in for McBride, and Fox is subbed in for Topic. George finds Fox. What a finish inside from Fox.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. On the wing, Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hall. Nice shot from the wing. And the Pacers lead by 3. The Magic have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Pass to George. Here's Daniels. Good! Another from 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in.
Well, that's a nice finish by Tyrese Haliburton. Again, he's so big and long, he can finish in the painted area.
Daniels against Nembhard. Takes a step back. Daniels left side. Misses in close. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Nembhard. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Haliburton for 3. Rebounded by Conan Niederhauser. Conan Niederhauser's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Daniels finds George. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Pacers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Pass to Hall. Here's Haliburton, covered by Daniels. Left side, Nesmith. Nembhard, the pass to Haliburton. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. One of the things you love about Tyrese Haliburton is clutch game.
You need your best players to be fearless in those moments and to play with a verve and a confidence that permeates the entire roster. And you've got to be a shot maker. Tyrese Haliburton is all of those things.
Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for Howard. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Ivica Zubac checked in for Hall. Jackson comes in for Furphy. Walker, he's checked in for Nesmith. And it's Grimes in for Nembhard.
I think if you're talking Tyrese Haliburton, the thing that stands out is the wealth of things he can do on the offensive end. He can shoot the ball with range. He's got unbelievable handle. He can create. He can drive it. He can also set up his guys. A lot to like.
Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Indiana trailing here. Outside Grimes.
A calm in the storm, and these fans are feeling it.
He's been raining them down from outside, en route to the most triples in a game in franchise history. Daniels against Haliburton. To the inside. Here's Zubac. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Make no mistake with that.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
The previous play is unfinished. Review the play.
Many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
To be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Daniels outside. Back to Daniels. Walker with a steal. Pass to Zubac. It's tipped. Now Daniels. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And another one.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Haliburton against Daniels. Yep, that one's good. Haliburton's got 31 points.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
Here's Daniels. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Pacers trail by 3. And here's Haliburton. And the layup is good off the glass. Halliburton's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defense.
Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Now it's a four-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
Good on the shot. Halliburton's got 35 in the game.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You know, the second half has been a series of distractions for him. After one turnover in the first, been a disaster.
Pacers trail by 4. Outside Walker. Jackson right side. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Halliburton outside. Pass to Jackson. This one for 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Jackson's got 22.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Back to Daniels. 5 to shoot. Kicks it to George. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Pass to Jackson. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
Pacers ball.
Orlando on D. They lead by 1. 3-pointer. Halliburton. The shot comes out.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And another miss by Orlando. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Down low. To take the lead. And it's good on the lay-in. And that's now 37 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Pass to Jackson. From the arc. Rebounded by Conan Niederhauser. Conan Niederhauser's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And there's the screen. Now here's Daniels. Defense is right there. And again, another missed shot. Now Halliburton. Now Jackson. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
It's clear Jackson Jr. embraces the spotlight. He's a solid scorer who makes important shots for this team.
Here's Daniels. Now Vassell. Puts up the tray. Good! Another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, matching Clay's 14. One more shouldn't be too much to ask.
Stolen by Vassell. Here's Daniels. Oh, he misses the layup. Daniels against Walker. Halliburton outside. Beyond the arc. Vassell there for the rebound. Orlando has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, the Pacers shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. Halliburton against Daniels. Zubac with a screen on Daniels. Here's Zubac. Hook loose. Stolen by Daniels. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To take the lead. Halliburton rips down the board. On offense, here are the Pacers. With a teardrop. No stopping Halliburton. So physical.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Now Vassell. Daniels fires. And again for 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
Yeah, making waves and passing the splash brother, Klay Thompson. 15 threes and counting.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look if that's at all possible.
Daniels against Halliburton. Jackson outside. Jackson with 3. So it's the Magic taking the W in a close one. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
Up next, The Celtics taking on the Magic. For the Celtics, they can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than that and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Magic, Celtics, tip-off right after this. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Boston. Right now, they're down to the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season. And, of course, there's the Magic. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
Man, and looking at the Magic, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Howard is out there with George, and it's Fox. Then it's Daniels, and it's Conan Niederhauser in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Celtics, out on the block, it's Tatum with Cato. Derek White is out there with Tari Eason, and it's Gonzalez in at the small forward position.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And the basket by Conan Niederhauser. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
There's no argument that Tatum's at his best when he's distributed.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside Daniel. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fox. Here's Conan Niederhauser.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guys.
Got that one up quick.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Back to you, Kevin.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Tatum. Magic knocking down the tray. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Daniels against Eason. Pass to Gonzalez. Back to Eason. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Howard, the pass to Daniels. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
There's the toughness from Fox. Not much deters him from getting a bucket.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Shooting for Orlando, De'Aaron Fox. 1 for 1.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
A lefty who is lightning quick. De'Aaron Fox is one of the toughest covers in the league. The development of his three-point shot has been big because it forces you to come out to it.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And here's some numbers on Fox. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 4th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. It's Fox with the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 5 points so far.
Well, that quickness from Fox will beat you if you're not careful. It's so tough staying in front of him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keyshawn George. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Meese's checked in.
Number 21, Steve Meese.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. White drives in. Meese grabs the rebound.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And just very little chance of that pass finding the target from that distance.
Gonzalez with it, and it's Howard picking him up. There's the screen to the paint. Here's Queta. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 8. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Here's Tatum after the Magic pick up 2. In the corner, it's Eason. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. White drives in. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Cunning drive by White. He saw a hole and took advantage.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
Orlando with the ball after the basket by Boston. Now, here's George. Nothing on the board. Three-pointer, Daniels. The rebound by Queta. Boston leading by 3. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
It's blocked. White against Daniel. The shot by George, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's a good screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Bit early to pick up foul number 2. He's got to be on his best behavior now.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Fox passes to Daniels. It's George on the wing. Back to Daniels. Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. Daniels has got his second basket of the night.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Orlando. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. Fox against Tatum. And they'll get another chance.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So for the Magic, Dyson Daniels checked in for Keyshawn George. And it's Vassell in for Howard. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Outside Gonzalez. Eason gets a wide open look. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Garza's got the game tied up here for Boston.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Daniels kicks to Fox. Takes it inside. Messi.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Tatum finds White. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Jason Tatum with the three. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Pass to Daniel. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Fox against White. Outside Daniel. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Daniels against Eason. Outside White. Outside Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
What a move by Tatum. Finishing strong at the ring.
A pass to Fox. Daniels kicks to Fox. Now Daniels. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Well, with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. Jason Tatum on top.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Walsh is checked in. And it's Collier in for Tari Eason. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Messi. He has 6. Left side, Daniel. Just 5 to shoot. And the jumper falls for him. Daniels has got 8 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's White. Tatum down low. Covered by Vassell. Tatum no good.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Magic shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That one is off. George is checked in for the Magic. Topic comes in for De'Aaron Fox. And he's good on the second. The Celtics with the lead. George with the steal. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back to you, Kevin.
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now here's White. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's White. He had 25 points last game. Outside Tatum. White, a screen on Daniel. Daniels with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Fires the three. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Daniels. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Collier. Still yet to score. Garza no good.
And even with good coverage defensively, that he has confidence to drill the three.
Pass to Topic. Here's Daniels. 6 to shoot. And here's Vassell from the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's White. Boston again missing.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Topic. No good on the triple. Here's Collier. He's covered by Daniels. Pass to White. Outside Tatum. Looking to end the run. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Magic leading by 4. Vassell outside. And it's Derek White with the rebound. In the corner, Tatum with it. Drills the three-pointer. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fight.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Orlando out in front, up by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. We hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Magic?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Miles McBride out there with Fox. Then there's Howard. Then it's Daniels. And it's Conan Niederhauser in at the 5 spot.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Fox, no good. Celtic shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Hauser with the ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. Now here's Howard. Hauser defending. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
Here's Clayton. Guarded by Fox. Here's Collier. No good on the 3. Orlando's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Daniels. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the basket by Hauser.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
At one time, pretty much just a three-point specialist, Sam Hauser, coach, is now cranking up the defense.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can come into the league and maybe carve out a niche with just one skill. But usually what you have to do is take that one skill and build on it so that you can be a consistent rotation player. Sam Hauser has done that, and as you said, he's added the defense to his shooting ability.
Here's Fox after the basket by Boston. They set the pick. Pass to Conan Niederhauser. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Hauser the pass to Garza. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Collier. Drops one in from the wing. Collier's got the lead up to 5 now for Boston.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Whether it's with his scoring or passing, Fox generates a lot of offense out of the pick and roll.
To the wing right side. Clayton, the pass to Walsh. Drains it from beyond the arc. Walsh has got 5 points so far.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Clayton. Here's Garza. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Powell. Shot clock at 6. The turnaround jumper. It's rebounded by Walsh. Celtics leading by 8. Now Hauser. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Walsh can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific scoring even when he gets bodied up.
Keyshawn George, he's checked in for the Magic. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pitch, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Misses from short range. Boston has gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. To the middle. Here's Queta. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game, a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Dyson Daniels.
This is such a hard stat category to predict year over year. You can have a year where you're just on fire, racking up a steal or 2 per game. And then other years, it just doesn't work that way. It doesn't mean he's a non-factor on defense. He helps his teams in other ways.
Now here's Gonzalez. Pass to Collier. Back to Eason. Shoots over Vassell. Shot by Eason, no good. The Magic trail by 6. Daniels passes to Vassell. A 3, and there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Vassell.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Collier. It's rebounded by Topic. The Magic have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason. Derek White's checked in for Collier.
Derek White.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Tatum. Jason Tatum making sure of that one.
Yeah, no question. Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
They set the pick. Here's Daniels. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Now here's Gonzalez. With the step back. 5 on the clock. That's tipped. Pass to Topic. Here's Messi. Stolen by Tatum. Now here's White. Here's Eason. He's got 5. Tatum. Inside. Tatum.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
And here's Daniels. Hasn't made one yet. Vassell wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. And here's Tatum for 3. A new 14 for Boston.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Right side Tatum, and Yves Missi picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Eason with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Daniels.
Whoa! Gracious. Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's White. In the corner, it's Eason. Tatum draws the double. Here's Queta, and they pick up 2. Queta's got 4 points this quarter.
Look, that's just smart recognition. They blitzed him, and he found the open teammate.
Daniels kicks to Daniels. To the inside. And Missi throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Topic. Nothing on the board. Outside Daniels. Rocket 6. Inside. Here's Missi. And Missi throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by the Magic. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
And Boston has possession following the 3-pointer by Orlando. White. And that one, good. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Once you're inside, anything can happen. Somehow, White paid it off.
To the paint, stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Gonzalez has got it. And the dunk by Eason.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Outside Daniel. Pass to Topic. Daniels against Eason. It's deflected. And here's White. Outside Tatum. A 3 off the mark. The Magic trail by 3. Pass to Topic. And he slams it one-handed.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's White. Outside Tatum. Down low. Here's Queta. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Topic. To the inside. Off with the layup.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans with shot drum, please. Their measurement of the shot.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
They've done a lot of things well, but I look at the second chance points. That's where they're doing the most damage, guys.
Comes down to 1-2. Right now, they wanted more.
And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be seeing in the dunk contest this year. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Celtics leading by 3. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. Tari Easton is out there with White. And it's Gonzalez in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Now here's White. In the corner, it's Eason. Over George. Shot by Eason, no good. And so Fox will bring it up for the Magic. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Kevin, back to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And so it's Boston with it. The Magic getting the bucket. White dishes to Tatum. Howard against Gonzalez from 13. And there's a slam dunk to finish it off. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Now, here's George. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Howard dishes to Fox. Daniels from outside. And Gonzalez pulls it down. For Boston, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Celtics passing it around. Here's Tatum. And he makes good on the way. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
Now, here's Fox. 10 points for him. Shoots over White. Fox, no good. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Tatum. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, look, you got to hit Tatum harder than that, or else he's just going to push right through the contact.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Daniels checked in for Orlando. These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. 4th, De'Aaron Fox.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
And that one falls for Tatum. And sometimes, Stan, lost in everything he has done for his team, Jason Tatum is one heck of a playmaker.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what happens to guys like Tatum when they come into the league is because he can score the ball, and that's such an important skill, we tend to focus on the scoring. But Jason Tatum has become a better playmaker in his time in the league. He's become a better defender and a better rebounder. This guy excels at everything.
The Magic trail by 3. Fox looking it over. In the corner, Daniels. Outside Daniels. Deflects the pass. Here's Conan Niederhauser.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Now Eason. 9 points in the game so far. Takes it off the glass. Eason's got 11 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Fox against White. Outside Daniel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Shoots over Gonzalez. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Daniels.
And for Daniels, that's a comfortable range for him. And he's big enough that he can shoot over the top of the defense.
Tatum, and it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Now Daniels. He's covered by Eason. They set the pick inside. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Here's Conan Niederhauser. 10 points for him. In the corner, Daniels. Back to Fox. Drives to the hoop, and it's Fox with the jam.
A full speed attack at the rim. Fox is lightning quick.
Outside White. Back to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Out to Gonzalez. Sinks the triple. Gonzalez has got his second bucket of the night.
That's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Now, here's Fox. 12 points for him. .11 feet away, and that one hits back iron. Celtics leading by 5. Tatum passes to White. Tatum down low. Working on Howard. Tatum's shot is off. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. The Magic trail by 3. And here's Daniels. 22 points for him. Daniels with it. Can't get it to fall. Here's Eason. Pass to Gonzalez. Now here's White. He's covered by Daniels. Queta was second chance points on the tip in. Queta's got 4 this quarter.
Look, when you don't put a body on him, he makes things happen.
Howard kicks to Daniels. Here's Fox. 3-pointer. Rebound Boston. Queta's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. From past the arc. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here he goes to the left wing. Here's Conan Niederhauser. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions. So he comes up empty, missing both. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Gonzalez out to White, and stolen by Vassell. Here's McBride. He's covered by Eason. Hits the three-point bomb. Vassell's got 12 in the game.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And Orlando has possession. After the missed 3 from Derek White. Over in the corner, McBride. Outside, Gonzalez. Back to White. A 3-ball. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 7.
White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
Vassell outside. And he dunks it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
The Magic making a switch here. Misi's checked in.
Well, when you watch Vassell,
wow, hammering it in.
Look out.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's White. He's got 7. Pass to Garza. Fires from the corner. And again, it's Boston converting.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Misi. 1:31 left to play in the third. And it's sent back by White.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
1:02 left in the third. Outside, White takes the 3. It's rebounded by Topic. Orlando trailing here. Here's Daniels, and he uses both hands to jam it in. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Clayton. Here's Garza, and it's blocked. To the paint. Here's Misi, and Misi throws it down.
Yeah, big time height advantage there, and he does not mess around. Good recognition to take it right at him.
29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Right the pass to Clayton. Here's Garza, defended by Misi. A finish, and Misi throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time.
The previous play is under review.
substituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The third quarter comes to a close. Orlando out in front, up 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Yves Missi. Howard is out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Topic, and it's McBride in at the 2-stop. Clayton, the pass to Tatum. A 3-pointer, no good.
After draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Vassell outside. Here's McBride. And the 3 off target.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
They grab their own miss. Tatum a screen. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Collier. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to McBride. Here's Topic. Now Missi. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Clayton. The rebound by McBride. Magic leading by 3. Now Missi. Pass to Topic. Magic moving the ball around. Over to the left wing. McBride on the wing. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Tatum. And that one comes up a bit short.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
There's the pick. Pass to Garza. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. McBride passes to Vassell. Here's Missi. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass.
constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And the Celtics making a change here. Cade is checked in. Then for the Magic, Keyshawn George. He's checked in for Howard. Daniels comes in for Miles McBride. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Topic. Right side Daniels. Here's Messi. Goes back up. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. George against Tatum. Over George. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Tatum's got 24.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
Daniels dishes to George. It's George on the wing. The Magic again can't hit.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And stolen by Vassell. And now here comes Daniels. Leading the break, and that one drops for him. Daniels has got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
And what started it all? Terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Now here's Tatum. Shoots the 3. The putback. Orlando grabs the miss. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Daniels finds Messi. And Messi throws it down.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Here's Collier, headed by Fox. They get it again. Pass to Clayton. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Clayton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Celtics trail by 5. Here's Walsh. Here's Collier. Off target with his 3. Now Fox. George sets a screen for Fox. Stolen by Tatum. Here's the break. Here's Clayton. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Magic. Timeout call.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Orlando moving the ball around. And here's Daniels. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. Daniels has got 27.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Out to Gonzalez from outside the arc. Outside White. Beyond the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Daniels into the... Oh, my goodness.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. It's deflected. There's the 3. That shot, no good. Celtics trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Got a piece of it. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for it. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more different...
The previous play is under review.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
This is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
Hey guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they get it back. Right wing from the arc. Rebounded by Conan Niederhauser. Conan Niederhauser's got rebound number 8 now on the night. In the corner, Daniels. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And after playing the first half without a single turnover, he's gotten a little careless since the break.
And Orlando making a change here. Daniels has checked in. Like the pass to Gonzalez. Now Tatum, here's the three. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Well, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Daniels, perfect on the shot, swishes it through. Daniels has got 12 points here in the second half. Outside Gonzalez. And he converts the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Daniels, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. On to White. Lets it go from deep. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to George. Rebound by the Celtics. Cata's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's George. White pulls it down.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Tatum. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Magic leading by 4. Daniels from outside. Rebounded by Tatum. Well, the Celtics shooting 43% from the field. Off the glass.
Well, he's never fazed by those big moments. Tatum with a big hoop right there.
That one is good.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Boston shooting in this 4th quarter pretty dire at 27%. White outside. Here's the screen. It's tipped. George with the steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Saves him with the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 1:32 left in the 4th quarter. White outside. Tatum setting the pick for White. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Daniels a screen on White. Outside Daniels. Howard against Gonzalez. George with the screen on Tatum. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Here's another rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the 2nd game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
Well, yeah, you can see how much energy he's playing with. He's on a roll, and he's not about to let it in.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And what's their best move at this point?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
Well, I can guarantee his coach isn't happy with his production this quarter. He's hurting their offense right now with all the shots he's missing.
Shooting for Orlando. Daniels at the line for 2.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's off as well, so he misses both. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that hole?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Eason. The long shot, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
5th personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the Magic.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
And probably coming out of the game anyway. I think we're officially into garbage time.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so it's Orlando winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, the Prophet.
Big win, beast. Big win. Let's play on December 25th.
Central Florida, the city of Orlando is the setting for the Raptors. And someone who makes a huge impact across the board, Scottie Barnes, set to do it all as they prepare for the Magic. Raptors, Magic, coming up next. Season's greetings and Merry Christmas to everyone joining us here at 2K Sports. It's time for a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Raptors. They've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another. And of course, Orlando, now 7.5 games back.
And looking at Orlando, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. And it's Quickly in at the point guard position. And for the Magic, we've got George, and it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. Well, it wouldn't be Christmas without NBA basketball. It's the gift of game day, Grant.
It is. Every player grew up watching these Christmas games, dreaming about playing in them one day. And these games are a highlight of the regular season.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Magic. George, a screen on Barrett. Over to the left wing. There's Howard with the 3. Rebounded by Ingram. To the paint. Here's Barnes. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Ingram.
Well, Barnes plays with a real edge. It allows him to get in there and mix it up with the big boys.
Here's Toronto with the ball. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Pass to Howard. Now here's George. Daniels left side. The 3. He can't get it to go.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Here's Ingram. Deflected. Daniels with it. Now guarded by Barrett. It's stolen by Barnes. And here's the fast break. Howard down as the whistle blows. 3-point play opportunity.
I love the determination that time by Quickly. There was just no denying him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw drops for Quickly. Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
Now here's Fox. Coming off a 12-point game. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Finally got one to go after 4 straight misses.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive their defense is against him tonight. Back to you, BA.
Appreciate the report, Ali.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Daniels against Barrett. Tipped and stolen by Barrett. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Barnes. Over Fox. Oh, they get a hand on it. Yes, it's good. Barnes has got 6. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
we get a chance to check some stats for Scotty Barnes.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Now here's Fox, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Magic trail by 11. Pass to Vassell. Orlando moving the ball around. Fox against quickly, and it's Fox missing.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
To the middle. Here's Pirtle, and there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
And Pirtle just keeps battling you inside. He is no stranger to physicality in there.
Toronto shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Pirtle's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, B.A., in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny. So development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter. And it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Now here's Fox. Daniels right side. From downtown, the basket's good. Off the assist from Fox.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out
there. Here's Daniels. A real weapon on offense. Averaging around 24 and a half a game. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Outside Barnes. And good on the 7-footer. Barnes has got 8 points.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Fox, the pass to Daniels. Quickly against Fox. On the wing, Vassell. It's stolen by Ingram. And here comes the break. The pull-up jumper. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Now Barrett. No points yet. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, so far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And showing off the major hops. Wow! Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Pass to Barrett. Now Pirtle. And here's Barnes. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Daniels. It's Fox with a drive. Goes up with the strike. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And here's Ingram outside. They get it back. Kicks it out to Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Unable to get that one. Magic trail by 12. Daniels outside. Shoots from the line. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Quickly passes to Pirtle. Here's Ingram. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Fox. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Ingram against Vassell. Right at the free throw line. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And so here is Orlando. It's a 10-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
And so here is Toronto. The Magic making their last shot. And Fox comes to help. Toronto passing it around. And Barnes with a basket. The assist by Walter. And that's 10 points for Scotty Barnes.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And here's Vassell from the arc. No good that time.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Up top, Barnes. And here's Ingram outside, and he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Picked by Messi. Here's Fox. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
De'Aaron Fox really is your do-it-all kind of point guard. Just such a valuable player for this franchise.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Free throw's good for Fox. Achua's checked in for Toronto. Battle comes in for Brandon Ingram. And both free throws good for Fox. Toronto leading by 11. Here's Mobo, and he jams it home with authority.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now here's Daniels. A 35-point game for him in the win against Boston.
But he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
Three-pointer. Daniels misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Three-pointer off the mark.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Steps back. Here's Battle, covered by Daniels. Here's Battle. Still without a bucket. Walter can't get it to go. Fox, the pass to Vassell.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Daniels. Puts up a 3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Raptors lead by 13. Pass to Mobo from deep. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Daniels. Mobo with a rebound.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Guys?
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Quickly is checked in for Toronto.
Emmanuel Quickly.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. He buries it from 3.
Yeah, the three-point shot is an important part of Vassell's game and an important part of this offense.
Quickly passes to Achua. Achua with a screen on Daniels. Knocked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Walter from outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Mobo. And a miss there on the triple. Magic trail by 13. Here's Fox. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Everything Fox does is so fast. Makes him very difficult to guard without fouling.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. Free throws good for Fox. So for the Magic, George, he's checked in for Daniels. Howard comes in for Vassell. And Miles McBride subbed in for Daniels. Raptors lead by 12. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. McBride with it. It's George on the wing. Back to McBride. The three. The shot, no good. A big-time effort for Immanuel Quickley, providing a lot of energy for the Toronto Raptors. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
They've disrupted the offensive flow, and they are making things miserable for any ball handler.
They've got Miles McBride. He's out there with Topic, and it's George in at the four-man position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Here's Conan Niederhauser, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Now here's Achua. To the inside. The shot off that time. Howard with some nice D. Here's Topic. Achua with a rebound. Toronto leading by 12. Quickly, left side. What a terrific move that is. Quickly's got 12 points.
Wow, that's a burst that time by Quickly. He got there in a hurry.
McBride passes to George. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Size and shooting touch always in demand, Legs, and two things that Keyshawn George possesses.
Yeah, he's an interesting combination because he grew up playing point guard, but hit a growth spurt later on. So he's got the vision and ball handling skills of a point, but now he's adding that scoring prowess of an off guard.
A player to watch for sure.
No doubt.
You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Daniels checked in for McBride.
And this organization has to be excited because when you watch Immanuel Quickley, you got to remember, he's still in his mid-20s. So there's a lot of room still for him to grow.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it home. He'll go to the line.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Here's Topic. He's scoreless. Daniels, that one's true.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Raptors lead by 14. Pass to Mobo. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. The shot won't fall. For Orlando, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Quickly against Daniels. Quickly, right side. Now here's Achua. Toronto passing it around. Misses the three. The Magic shooting around 44%. Not bad. There's a screen. To the middle. Here's Conan Niederhauser. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. To the wing on the left. Walter from outside hits a three-pointer. Walters has got 6 points.
When you watch quickly, it's really easy to see how much his passing has improved since he first entered the league.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. The Magic making a switch here. Misi's checked in. Ingram's checked in for Toronto. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Double team on Ingram. Quickly outside. Outside Ingram. 5 on the clock. Walter from outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Misi's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his 3rd before the half.
On the wing, Daniels. He's got 9. This one for 3. Kept alive. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Here's Walter. He has 6. Pass to Quickly. Now here's Ingram. Fires the 3. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Daniels. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
Well, this has been far from his best game. And if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Magic trail by 11. Driving to the back. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Now here's Quickly. 11 points for him last game against Detroit. Pass to Walter. 4-3. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 8 rebounds in the game. Now Daniels. Now George. Picked it out of midair. On the wing Quickly. Covered by Daniels.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Barnes comes in for Achua. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Walter. And here's Barnes. 26 points for him last game against Detroit.
And you throw in a huge night defensively. He was intimidating, blocking shot after shot.
You can tell Barnes is eager to score. I mean, he wants to make an offensive impact.
Daniels passes to George. The three-pointer off the mark. Raptors lead by 11. He's got a clear pass. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. George is screen on Quickly. Here's Topic. Knox, he's checked in for Daniels. The Raptors also with a sub. Achua's checked in for Mobo. Orlando with the ball. Back to Howard. Clock at 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. And down it goes. 2 points. Misi's got 10 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. 17 points was their biggest margin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 13.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Pass to Knox. Oh, he tries a 3. Rebound Toronto. Achua's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Barrett. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barrett's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing. mesmerizing.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Orlando. Toronto also changed it up. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Achua, and it's Walter in for Quickly. Now here's Fox. 9 points in the game. Fox makes his move inside and scores.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Pass to Walter. Toronto passing it around. And here's Ingram from the arc. Orlando with the rebound. Here's Fox. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
In the first quarter, they really attacked inside. Not quite as much sense, but the balanced attack seems to be working well for them.
Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
Now here's Fox. 14 points for him. Here's Misi. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Smart move by Fox off the pick and roll, passing to a ready score.
Toronto leading by 8. To the left wing. Walter from outside. Drops in the 3. Walters has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Fox. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
Yeah, Fox is going off. I mean, he's gotten the ball on offense, and he's been relentless.
It's stolen by Fox. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Fox has got 18.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Barnes finds Barrett. Here's Walter. Pass to Barnes. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. There's the triple. Walter can't get it to go. And here are the Magic now. They're on an 11-3 run. Fox deciding where to go with it. George a screen on Barrett. Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. George, good.
Obviously, Fox has good on-ball instincts. He finds a wide-open guy and quickly feeds him.
Pass to Ingram. There's the 3. Fires in the triple. Give him 8.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
George sets a screen. Down low. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Barrett. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes. And it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
Really in sync offensively right now. He is turning it up a notch.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Howard. George sets a screen. And it's Howard off the drive. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Barnes finds Barrett. And here's Ingram. 3-pointer. Misi grabs the board.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Pass to Knox. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for 2, Knox.
That one misses. He hits the second from the line. 41 seconds left in the second quarter. Fires it. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter right there. That's where Poeltl wants to operate, right there in the paint in front of the rim.
Here's Knox, guarded by Barrett, launches it. Barnes with the rebound. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. 17 points was their biggest margin. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes. And we heard about it from the coaching staff afterward.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
And so it's Toronto with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I've seen your dunk before, bad score.
Wow, you're a tough judge for a guy who never participated in the event. All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Magic.
I'm looking at the turnover differential. That's been a key number tonight.
Their coach likely sending them a clear message right now. We'll see how well it's received. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
So for the Raptors right now, quickly at point with Barrett by his side. The other guards. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. And it's Poeltl in at the 5. Clock at 4 to the inside. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Poeltl's got 5 points.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Back to Daniels. Over Barrett. Daniels misses. Raptors lead by 11. It's Barrett on the wing. Covered by Daniels. Shot is good by Barrett. He's got 9.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Fox on the attack. Vassell outside and stolen by Barrett. Ingram with the ball. Now guarded by Daniels. And that one's good. Ingram.
Now, Ingram is such a complete offensive player. He can find good looks in the mid-range area as well.
On the wing, Daniels. Banked it in off the glass. Daniels has gotten his first points in this one.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
While getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Magic trail by 15. Pass to Daniels. On the wing, Daniels. Launches the 3, and Daniels gets it to go on the assist by Daniels.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
All right, let's check in with... Oh, big time!
Yeah, that's Barnes right there with the defense triggering that break off the live ball turnover.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Fox, the pass to Daniels. Back to Fox. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Fox has got 20 points.
third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Quickly passes to Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. Rebound by the Magic. Daniels has got his 5th rebound in this one. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That one's off. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Back to Ingram. Pass to Quickly. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. To the paint. It's stolen by Ingram. To the middle. Barnes, it's good. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Raptors.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Here's Quickly. Kicks it out to Barrett. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Conan Niederhauser.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Ingram, the pass to Quickly. That's off target. Now 6 for 10. Magic trail by 17. The layup off target. And now the Raptors on the break. The 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got his 6th rebound on the night. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Messi, he's checked in for Orlando. McBride comes in for Daniels. All right, let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steals numbers for Dyson Daniels.
Yeah, steals are such a misleading stat sometimes. You can get 3 or 4 steals in a game, but then go 10 games without one. Steals feel streaky, like they just come in bunches. But for whatever reason, he's just not going on those steal streaks as often, and the numbers show it.
Ingram against Vassell. Inside. Messi, shot is good. Messi's got 14 points.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Now here's Pirtle. 5 points in the game. Outside for Ingram. Fires for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Ingram's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the fluid shooting motion of Ingram makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
On the wing, Daniels. To the inside. Messi, shot is good. He's got 16.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Barnes passes to Pirtle, and there's the foul. It'll go on Miles McBride. That'll be a second foul of the game. Mobo, he's checked in for Pirtle.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, number 2, Jonathan Mobo.
Here's Barnes, and it's Orlando with a rebound. It's Vassell with the drive. Orlando moving the ball around. Back to Messi. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Pass to Quickly. Left side Barnes. Kicks it to Quickly. Barnes a screen, takes a three. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Barnes finds Barrett. Here's Mobo, covered by Daniels. Here we go, one-on-one. Daniels will screen on quickly. Pass to Misi, outside McBride. Vassell, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Vassell, a screen on Ingram. Daniels. Offline with a 3. Raptors lead by 10. Left side Barnes. Quickly from outside. That shot is off. Miss number 6 of the day out of 12 attempts.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Toronto shooting about 47% in the third. The 3, Barrett. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his second of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
Pass to Vassell. McBride on the wing. Picked by Misi. To the middle. And stolen by Barrett. Here's Ingram. Nice D from Vassell.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
And that's what you want to see from Daniels. Use that size and speed to get to the rim and finish.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. Let's look at the best shooting teams in the association. Number 1, the Raptors.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Magic trail by 13. Fox outside. Pass to Vassell. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Mobo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Walter, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Out of bounds, it'll be Toronto's ball. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll be playing the Rockets in Houston. Toronto making a switch here. Shed's checked in. Down low. George with a steal. Pass to Howard. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter here. Oh, Fox with a steal. Now here's McBride. Here's Walter. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Fox outside. That shot missing. Achua with some nice D. Out left to the wing. Lobo can't hit. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Trailing by 17. Achua with some nice D.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
From outside the arc. Knocks down the triple.
I just love the ball movement.
41 seconds left in the third. Now Fox. 20 points for him. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, guys, if you want to know why the score is what it is, look at their turnovers this quarter.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Here's Toronto with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Pass to Achua. Fires from deep. And the Raptors, another three.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. To the inside, George. And the jam by George.
I love watching Fox distribute the ball, knowing it's part of his role to involve his teammates.
Achua up top. 4 seconds left. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Keyshawn George. It's his first trip to the line.
Precious Achua. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. Good if it goes. And that's not going to go. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Topic. He's out there with Miles McBride, and it's Howard in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Changing ends quickly, scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
They've definitely been more opportunistic. They have pushed the pace every time they've had the chance.
And yep, it's good.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Well, you have to force a scorer away from his favorite place on the floor. In this case, you have to push him out or deny him the ball.
He's a new man this half, playing with much better intensity and getting results.
And the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim, but some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
That free throw, no good. Orlando making some changes. George, he's checked in for Daniels. Daniels comes in for McBride. And Fox is subbed in for Topic. Good on the second one. Toronto leading by 22. Pass to Achua. To the paint. Kicks it to Quickly. Toronto passing it around. Here's Mobo. 5 to shoot. No good from outside. And for the Magic, their shooting is around 55% so far. George sets a screen. Here's Daniels. Yep, count it.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Walter. He's covered by Fox. Pass to Achua. From 17. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And we have to take another look at that block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Clock at 2. Magic trail by 20. On the wing, Fox. Achua defending. Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Now Howard. Stolen by Quickly. Here he goes. Walter from outside. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Quickly against Daniels. Fox outside. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. Fox up top. Here's Daniels. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Achua, the shot misses. Ooh, nice D from George. And Daniels gets it to go on the assist by Fox.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Toronto making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. And so here is Toronto. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And that one's good. Quickly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I'm going to give Quickly a lot of credit. He's been aggressive all night tonight. Any chance he's got, he's been at the rim.
Back to Daniels. For 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Achua's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Walter. Howard grabs the miss.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Great positioning on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Achua passes to Ingram. One question facing the league here, Tim. How do you make the All-Star game more competitive?
Well, BA, the tournament structure seemed to help a bit, but until just a competitive mentality around the game changes, I think the only thing you can do is maybe up the ante as far as prize money. I do think that did seem to matter for the NBA Cup.
Having done a few of those games, care factor's low. They could improve on that.
I completely agreed. It seemed to matter a lot more back when I played.
Going inside. Tip. Daniels outside. Fox outside. Pass to Howard. Here's George. And here's Fox. Shot clock at 5. Niederhauser misses. Raptors lead by 22. Walter from outside. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
George outside. Here's Daniels. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Toronto's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Pass to Ingram. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. The Magic making a switch here. Nisi's checked in. Scotty Barnes checked in for Toronto. R.J. Barrett comes in for Walter. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Picked by Nisi. Here's Fox. Daniels outside. The 3 is up. Rebound, Toronto.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Pass to Quickly. Back to Ingram. Outside Barnes. Here's Achua. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got rebound number 8 now. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
It's so hard to guard Fox without fouling him, especially when he's being the aggressor.
De'Aaron Fox, shooting 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Vassell, he's checked in for George. Daniels comes in for Howard. And it's McBride in for Daniels.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Number 35. Braden, number 35.
And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
There's the drive. Shed, that's good.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
McBride on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Jones, he's checked in for Toronto.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
His effort has been there since the opening tip. He is leading the way by example.
Oh, it's stolen. With the floater. The rebound by Shed.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Stolen by Vassell. To the wing, right side. To end the run. On target from range.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Now here's Jones. Defense right on him. Left side of Chua. Lets the three fly. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them.
And they pick up 2.
Well, you can't take Daniels lightly from the mid-range because he can and will make you pay from there.
Drives to the hoop. Walter from outside. Misi grabs the board.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Picked by Misi. Pass to McBride. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008. A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Toronto passing it around.
2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Walter. Jacks up a 3. Misi grabs the board.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
McBride on the wing. The 3-ball. Rebound, Toronto.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Walter. A minute 29 left in the 4th quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says, and a great win for the Raptors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
VA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year. And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Scottie Barnes.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Orlando again missing. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Pass to Shed. They still need this. Drains the triple.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
It's deflected. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much. RJ, a great effort tonight. How is this team continuing to grow?
We're playing defense and we're moving the ball. Everybody's in double figures. Everybody's scoring. Everybody's playing together. That's how you win.
When the ball's going in, things tend to turn into a victory. Thanks so much, RJ.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Scottie Barnes.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. And here we can check out the score for Cade Cunningham.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at the Magic starting group. Howard is out there with Keyshawn George. And it's Fox. Then it's Daniels. And it's Conan Niederhauser in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Pistons, Cunningham is out there with Daniels. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then it's Thompson, and it's Howland in at the 4. So Detroit will get the first possession. Greg, we look at the rosters of these teams, the athleticism they both have just jumps right off the page.
Listen, we're almost guaranteed multiple highlight level plays in this one. This is the kind of game where you see what incredible athletes the NBA has.
And a wide open look for Daniel. From outside off the mark. Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Back to Daniels. From outside the arc. Duren pulls it in. Outside Daniels. Here's Holland. And Duren slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here is Daniels. A pass to Fox. Back to Daniels. Pocket 6 in the corner. George with it. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Pass to Conan Niederhauser. Howard with the screen on Duren. George looking around. Here's Conan Niederhauser. Outside Daniels. Here's Holland. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Fox dishes to George. Orlando moving the ball around. Fox against Cunningham. And Cunningham with the block.
Great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Buries it from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Now here's Cunningham following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Here is Daniels. No scoring in this one.
Well, the offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
It's been a cold start, no doubt. They've got to find a way to put some points on the board.
And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Pistons?
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Cunningham against Fox. Here's Holland. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Holland's got 5.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
He was all alone on that one.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Holland. He's got 5. They get it back. Puts up a 3. Here's Duren. And at last, they get one to fall.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Fox. A three-pointer is right on target. 6 points for the Prophet.
Fox with the incredible penetration there, able to find the open teammate.
Down low, and Duren slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Fox. He has yet to score. Pass to George. Outside Daniel. No good on the 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one, others drop.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
Thompson taking 2 shots.
Good on the second free throw. The Magic trail by 14. Pass to Daniels. Connects on the foul line jumper. Daniels has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Daniels passes to Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Here's Fox. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And looking now at the numbers for Fox, he's been dominant over the last month. Right around 21 points per, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Now, here's Cunningham. During the pass to Cunningham. Does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Daniels. He's got 8. On the wing, Daniels. Back to Daniels. A 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Daniels has got 11 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Durant. And plenty of contact. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The All-Star game almost near. Let's see how the East is shaking out. You take a look at the Pistons. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, the Magic, right now, quite a ways down below.
And checking out Detroit, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And although it's still early in the season, Greg, what kinds of storylines have caught your attention so far?
How the All-Star voting is shaping up. All-Star appearances are mentioned on a player's resume, especially when they retire. So these guys want to be one as many times as possible. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Back to Daniels. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Pistons. And this is the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know, there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now. especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pass to Cunningham. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That is his first foul of the game. Three on the inbound. Good on the triple.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
Pistons lead by 22. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. Coach said they need to stop Fox from dribble driving as he can dismantle a defense if he gets inside. He told me the problem with Fox is he's just so fast. You can't slow him down with just one guy. So Coach wants his help defenders alert and within range to help when needed. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Holland, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Daniel, another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. The 10-footer. There's the lob to Duren. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Fox. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here's Stewart. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. No good with the layup.
As he often does, he gets to the rim. But that's just stellar defense.
And Messi throws it down.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
Now, here's LeVert. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Reed. And here's Stewart. There's the drive. Banked in off the glass. Stewart's got 5 now.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Feasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Daniels. Here's the 3. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Daniels. 14 points for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Pistons lead by 16. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
You've got Isaiah Stewart. He's out there with Caris LeVert. And it's Lanier in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. Daniels, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And even with good coverage defensively, it's that time he has confidence to drill the 3.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely, just deadly from deep so far.
Pass to Stewart. Out to the right wing. Reed a screen on Daniels. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Detroit making a switch here. Klintman's checked in. And the Magic making a change here as well. George is checked in for Daniels. Pass to Shireman. There's the three. Buries the long-range jumper. Shireman's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's George on the wing. Daniels from outside. And it's Reed pulling it down. Detroit leading by 17. Here's Shireman. Pass to Klintman. Stewart a screen from the arc. Rebounded by Conan Niederhauser.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's Lanier. Here's Stewart. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Howard's checked in for Orlando. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Daniels kicks to Vassell. Howard against Thompson. Howard, the pass to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Here's Conan Niederhauser. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
Vassell against Cunningham. Three-pointer, Daniels. Great.